Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilka empath, and I just like doing these little talks and how I feel about things. And City was just here. Oh, today I haven't talked about this in a while. I talk about a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse on my channel here, and freaking Oregon is just as corrupt, freaking if not more, than freaking a lot of these other states in the nation because it's such a small state that it's like. I don't know, they freaking make up numbers, They make up numbers and then designate funds to go to these said numbers, and then they skim it off the top for themselves. It's all crap. Anyway, so the office that came out, there's freaking come out, and there's a freaking fat dude leaning on the fence in my front yard. This freaking day glow orange and green vest, leaning there. And I was like, what's the occasion for this visit today? He's like, oh, I'm just counting plants. And there's another guy down on the other side. They're counting plants. I'm like, when are they sending out the folks to come and clean up the weeds? Oh, that's not my office. Or he's like, he looks at me blankly, because that's what they all do. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I said, let me guess, it's a different office. You guys don't talk. You don't know anything. It's all a blur. And I said, yeah. And I said, it's a good thing that you guys don't have weight standards, have to have physical standards where you work, because none of you guys would have jobs. It's freaking, it's like, because you pay them so much, and then they spend all their excess, freaking food, being spoiled by their blessings and drinks, and then they get fat, and then they have all these health problems, but it's okay because they get the good insurance while everyone else suffers, and that's how but the thing of it is, I'm not even mad about it. Oh, and I did get to tell him, I said, oh yeah, I said, I haven't had water in over a year now, and my bill's up to $900. I quit looking a couple months ago, because it's freaking crap, man. It's crap. They wouldn't work with me then, and now it's up to that. I just use the money to move. It's cool, but I'm not mad about it because of the astrology. The astrology is freaking amazing, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. All these fat cats, they're the fat cats. See, and I love cats, but, there's a thing that people have said about cats, that they can smell and taste fear, and some of them get off on it, It's just something in them. And I was like, well, cats, it's an animal, instinct. Well, humans are animals. They have that same freaking thing, I even had heard the guy use an example of toying with a mouse, because when something is fearful, it emits a fragrance, and then it emits a fragrance, and then the cat's like by that fragrance, so it keeps prolonging its death. That's why some say that's why that toying with the cat. Well, people have that too. Yeah, they like to toy with people. It's a power thing. It makes them go, It makes parts work when little blue pills don't, and stuff like that. It's freaky, and it's gross, and it's seedy, and it's a bigger part of society than people are willing to look at, because people don't want to talk about gross stuff, right? People don't want to talk about gross stuff because it will impact them, Like these guys, they'll never freaking work hard because... it's not in them to work hard, It's not in them to do quality work, If you give jobs to people that want to work, that have been without, they're going to work. You don't even have to give them a paycheck. They just want someplace to go and to be a part of something, to do something. You know what I mean? I told the city, I'm like, you guys should just freaking trade me. I will take care of this area. I will keep it clean, and trade me for freaking water every month. And, don't do that. Because we're all custodians of the earth, but you have some monopoly freaking old kingpins that profit, on the backs of others. It's freaking stupid. But all that stuff is coming down. All that stuff is coming down. All of it's coming out. All of it's coming to light. We all have a chance to be balanced with our feminine and our masculine, People aren't taking their chances. People are staying in their comfort zone and just keep freaking piling it up. And then, you have this group of society telling people to do all these things that, well, they frankly have never done, and quite frankly aren't capable of doing themselves. And that's just the imbalance of it all. We're all masculine and feminine energies. We're all, and it's not even male, it's not gender specific. People are so linearly thinking. They just think one way, and then that's the only way. And people like me, well, there's no possibility of, it's an endless possibility. There are endless possibilities in this multi-universe, you know, and you just know one answer. That's why freaking mathematicians, you know, it's like you can come up with the answer this way, you get it this way, but I don't do it your way, so I'm wrong. It's just stupid, you know, and there's a lot of that mentality that has been, oh, this is how it is because I want it that way. Well, why do you want it that way? Well, I don't know, just because that's how it's always been and it benefits me. So, and I don't have to do much. So, if I don't have to work very hard and, you know, reap the grandest rewards, then I'm going to do that. But the thing of it is, that's not how the spirit is. The spirit wants more. The spirit wants attraction. A spirit wants community. A spirit wants conviviality. You know, that's why a lot of people freaking drink. Like me. And I was a terrible drunk. Well, I thought I was a good drunk, but I was a terrible drunk because I did it all the time. Frequency, you know, moderation. I didn't have it. Never had it. Now I have it. When I got sober the first time back in 2002, I maintained that sobriety for 14 years, 13 years. I didn't do it for me. It was a recommendation. When I got sober again in 2018, that was all for me, you know. I got to a place where I can say, you know, what I want, you know, to who I want, when I want. I don't get to touch people, but it's just like, oh, I wonder if that guy's as offended as I've had to be, you know, taking my showers and stuff like that, and you know, in shorts and a t-shirt in the backyard, you know, for a year and stuff like that. So that's why when I say stuff like that, it makes him, he's uncomfortable for a minute. I've been uncomfortable for a year and I'm ready to move on, you know. Yeah. Count your plants. Like, oh, and then I was like, I hope I didn't, you know, make you lose count. You need to start over. Because I think there was like 23 when you started. I don't know. Does it take a while? Fucking count plants. Are you kidding me, City of Salem? Got a whole, and that's what they did, is they put all this landscaping in. Freaking this project. I would love to see how much this project costs. And I documented, I got hundreds of pictures of, and you know, because the concrete blocks they got from freaking Washington State. Because what, you ain't got no concrete workers here in Salem that could have done the job? And think of what the cost of that would have been. You know, when I was in the Air Force, I had a freaking roommate. She sucked. She's a terrible person. Barnyard. She's just shitty, man. Slept with my girl I liked. Just, you know, crappy. And she ended up going to be a contractor. And I'm just like, yeah, those are the kind of people that do that. You know, you inflate their ego. They don't care about the money because all they see is numbers. All they want is something done how they want it. And then they can say, look what I did. You know what? You're building stuff and taking stuff and freaking on the backs of so many hard workers. And that ain't the way it's going to be anymore. You know? That's alright. What goes around comes around, and it's come back around, and I've done the work. You know, I've done the work. Yeah, I'm willing to, when I talk smack like that, I'm willing to accept any karma that comes with that, you know? And if I wasn't, I wouldn't say it. Again, we're all spirits, just having a human experience. You know, there's just so many people that don't give a crap to freaking make themselves better people, so why should I? You know, work with the ones that want it, leave the rest. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.